Hello, and welcome to Chief Architect Workshop. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks. Hello, everybody. Okay, today we are going to concentrate on the CAD dimension items, manual and end. Really, a beginner really only needs the end-to-end. Never uses the angular, sometimes the interior dimension, point-to-point rarely, and the rest of these a little bit more advanced. Let's not worry about any of these. So let's work on the end-to-end dimension. End-to-end is great when you want to know what it is from here to here. So typically you can, we'll just do another one. Let's just go CAD, dimensions, and end. We want to go from this end. See how it clicks and shows a little X. And that's where we want to be, boink. And we're on plot plan, so we'll say yes. Plot plan shows it at a little bit bigger scale because the plot plan gets plotted at a smaller scale than the 1/4 of an inch. We can grab the handle and slide it up and down. And here's a fun thing we can do. We can double click on this, get to the, if we want to change it to 1/4 inch scale dimensions, we hit that box. And now we got it down to where the scale that we want it at. Okay, the interior dimension, CAD, dimensions. Interior dimension, we want what are dimensions across the interior. What's nice about this is you just go to the outside, stretch it across, and you'll note that it dimensions the interior. And right now we have the architectural setting, which would be from the main structural elements. Here it does not have the drywall. It goes to the stud, face of stud to face of stud, which is what the carpenter would want to use when he is snapping the plate for that wall. So that's how that works. Okay, let's go to the automatic dimension tool. So we go CAD, automatic dimension, auto exterior, click on that. We just can take this quick shape that we created. And what's nice about the automatic dimension tool is you create the shape of the house. See, this is the garage. And this is going to be the front of the house. And the actual depth, after you've decided on the shape, is actually going to be 40 feet. You can click on that wall, click on that dimension, enter it. It'll snap to 40. And the garage is really 20 feet deep. So we're going to want to scooch that way over here. And we're going to want to scooch this guy all the way to there. And to get it accurate, let's say we're at 36 feet wide. So we'll go bonk. This guy, 36 feet there. The garage is 20 foot outside face to inside face. And the living room is 16. So that's how we can adjust it there. And now we just can quickly go to CAD. Automatic dimensions, click on that again, and it cleans it up. More or less. This is kind of a funky dimension. Typically, you want to have nice, clean dimensions for the carpenter, preferably 2-foot module, but whatever you need to do, just, it's kind of a funky dimension. Let's make that 13. Or 12 is nice. 12 is nice. 12 feels nice. Let's go 12. 12 feet, that makes that 20. All these nice dimensions, easy to work with, easy to check. Let's explore one that I hardly ever use this one, but we'll just do a little demo here. Auto interior dimensions, and note it's NKBA, National Kitchen and Bath Association. And what it does, it dimensions, if you zoom up, it'll dimension drywall to drywall. Which is important when placing cabinets And you'll note that it does a nice drafting convention. Here it looks like it's about 2'6" away from the inside face, so you can leave enough room for notes on the interior. Not a bad one, but I hardly ever use it. Let's move on to the text portion. Leader line. You want to point at stuff. Point there. Grab that there. Stretch it across there. Type up what you want. You can change the font. My favorite that I've downloaded is the SP, so you can go find the font that you like. Okay, let's use that one. What the heck? And let's make it bold. And let's say wall construction. Okay. And there it is. You can change the default arrow. We'll just keep it here for now. Okay, let's work on rich text. CAD. Rich text. And what this allows you to do, and you'll see the little double layer designation, is that you can, let's say we want this guy here, and we can type up wall construction here in that font. We go down here, we can say it's made up of stucco, prefab concrete, and drywall. And what that allows you to do is you can, within the text box, you can change the font to something else. And you can only do that in rich text. You can combine different fonts and type styles. Usually just use this for title blocks and then maybe the scale. So rich text allows you to make the text richer. And then what the heck? You want a leader line to that one. So you go, just for fun, we'll go CAD, text, leader line, and we'll point to it. And of course, you don't have to use the pull down. You can. I typically just work off of this menu and pull the leader line off of these menus here. And then there's your good old text box. Use that, just very common. Just use that to notate just about anything. Now we can say that this is a 3.5 inch interior stud wall. Boom. There it is. And you can always just pick your text from the handle, slide it over. Again, you can rotate it, grab this handle, pop it into place, slide it close to the object, and you can do stuff like that. Okay, let's go to CAD, text. I never use text line with arrow. Don't worry about it. Leader line is all you really need. You can play with that if you want. Call out. Click on that. And typically I just use this for revision symbols typically, but you can manually create a call out, say for an arrow direction, which we could do. Let's do that. Let's go circle. Automatic is good. Let's say we want to go S, section S. And we're going to go 1, S1 there. It'll look like that. And we'll say, okay. There's S1. So you could use that for callouts. Let's say we want to put an arrow on it. So let's say we want one arrow right there. And filled, etc. Small arrow. We'll go with a large arrow for a big section. And there you have it. You want to rotate that arrow, grab it, point it that way. Okay, we've quickly created a cross-section view so you can take a look at the next call out on the CAD menu, the marker. And typically use this for the story pole. I usually don't put the, I'll add my own text, but you can. There's your story pole marker. We'll typically This is the top of the plate. You draw your line across there to indicate top of plate. Take your arrow, move your marker point to point, or you can slide into place. But I really like the point-to-point command. You can pick that point. There it is. And as soon as you hit the X, you know you're on it. Bonk. Now you're dead on. And there's your story pole marker. And let's not worry about the rest of this other text. It's way too advanced, and I never use this anyway. So that's a little overview of this little section of this menu. Thank you for checking out Chief Architect Workshop. Please remember to go to our YouTube channel, Chief Architect Workshop, and subscribe.